Okay, so there's this movie called Civil War. Um, it's released by A24 Studios. Never heard of this company, but the concept sounds kind of interesting. A civil war. There's nothing else. There's no name brand. It's not based on an older movie. It seems original, so I'm going to watch this and give my thoughts.
Citizens of America, people of the Florida Alliance, and the Western forces of Texas and California will be welcomed back to these United States as soon as their illegal secessionist government is deposed.
The heck is up with the audio? Like, do you guys hear the audio of this movie?
Will be welcomed back to.
Why does it sound like he's in the bathroom? Like, come on, they could have came up with some better audio than that. Don't like, what is this, bro? Look at the damage. That's CGI. That's not a real house. That's clearly. And what is this? What is this yellow flag? They just have yellow flags everywhere? What the heck? So just a boring suburb that I don't get why a boring suburb is seen as a military target in this movie. Oh, we gotta have a battle in the suburb. Not like, no. You're not gonna fight in a freaking suburb. You're gonna attack bases, cities, infrastructure. Not gonna fight. Like, suburbs are the most useless target you could possibly imagine. They're just a bunch of houses in the middle of nowhere and with nothing around it. So this movie already seems pretty stupid.
To these United States as soon as their illegal secessionist government is deposed.
Illegal secessionist government. So we got these soldier guys that are just looking around. I'm assuming this is the White House.
Is deposed.
You don't know what side they're fighting for.
Someone's trying to kill us. We are trying to kill them.
Oh, genius writing. Wow, my mind is blown. Holy crap. That's the best writing I've ever seen. Oh, somebody's trying to kill us. Oh, we gotta kill them. Amazing. 300 IQ writing. So let me go back. Let me try to analyze this some more. So from C, so random forest fire. We have a license plate that says WFO 27C3. There's no plot. What is the plot? They're just fighting. Oh, we're gonna make a movie where a faceless, nameless side fights another faceless, nameless side. Okay, that's the only plot. Okay, there's nothing else to this movie. Nothing else. I'm not seeing anything but bad CGI, soldiers wandering around. There's no real. I've yet to see any action scene, and we're already a minute into this trailer. There, have you guys noticed that there's not one action scene that I've seen? It's just a bunch of people standing around, making faces, talking and saying bad dialogue, but there's really nothing else to this movie. I mean, if you really wanted to simulate or see what World War III is like, there's plenty of video games based on that. Just play Call of Duty. If you want to see a bunch of dudes killing each other, just play Call of Duty. Just play Modern Warfare. There's plenty of games where people just run around and shoot each other. Okay, and the cinematography for this movie isn't even good. Like, look how dark it is. There's no lighting whatsoever. Oh my God, is this person seriously defeating a tank in a car? Yeah, this makes no sense. And really, this is predictive programming because people are always talking about, oh, there's going to be a civil war next election. There's going to be this. There's going to be that. There's going to be this. Predictive program. If you guys don't know what that is, that pretty much means they're beating an idea into your head. So when it happens in real life, you don't question it because your mind has already been loosened up to the idea that this is normal. This is possible. Okay, they show you what's going to happen in movies, in posters, in music, subliminal messages. And then once it actually happens, you're like, oh, okay, oh, that seems right. So yeah, there's nothing interesting about this movie, nothing at all. Just people shooting each other, bad action scenes. There's no cinematography. Everything's too dark. Okay, notice how every time there's an action sequence, it's always just dark. You can't even see anything. It's just called Civil War. Oh my God, that looks terrible. Holy crap. So let's see some of these comments. True science fiction is imagining an alliance between Texas and California. So if that's actually the plot, then there's not even any point in seeing this movie. If they're actually going to ally Texas with California, then you already know the plot's going to be bad. This guy says, anyone calling for a civil war has zero understanding of what a civil war would truly mean. So what they're showing in this movie is not what a civil war would be. It would not just be a few skirmishes, a few guys on the rooftops. It would be full on war. Okay, especially with the modern weaponry that we have now that can level entire cities at the press of a button. There would be not like, think of the Civil War in the 1800s, the first Civil War. We had no real technology besides guns and maybe some primitive cannons, but and even then you still had 600,000 people die, okay, within the span of only a couple of years. 600,000. Now imagine if 330 million Americans were put on two teams and had to fight each other. Do you know how many casualties there would be? Do you think it would be, oh, only a couple thousand people are dying? Because that's what this movie implies, that only a couple of thousand people die. Okay? I don't even think I've seen anyone die in this movie trailer. It's just a PG-13 version of what an actual civil war would be. If you're going to make this movie, go all in. Make it bloody, make it gory, make it violent, make it hateful, make it divisive. All of that, because I'm sick of these cliche movies that take a good concept and water it down to the point where it's just mind numbing. And yeah, just
Government is deposed.
people running. You have one explosion. And notice how there's only one explosion and the rest of the city is perfectly intact. Look at this. There's no damage to anything else. There's zero damage to any of the surrounding buildings. And then you have this fake, let me zoom in. Then you have this fake CGI freaking cloud that looks like it was rendered in freaking Blender. There's no damage. There's no aftershock. There's no um rum rubble rumble of the camera. There is nothing. There's no impact. People standing right here. No damage. This guy's standing right here. He's still alive. Where's the fiery flames of the explosion? Nowhere to be found. It's bad CGI. It's terrible. This movie is terrible. Okay, you have to be an idiot to freaking enjoy this. Unironically.
You don't know what side they're fighting for.
Someone's trying to kill us. We are trying to kill them.
Yeah, this is just so bad, dude. This is terrible. But people, again, people are hyped for this. For some reason, people are hyped for this. They're like, yeah, we're finally going to see a movie on Civil War. And then people are going to think if an actual Civil War happens, it will be like this. No, it will be nothing like this. It will be 100 times worse than this. It will be 1,000,000 times worse than this. A civil war would be constant bloodshed 24/7. Every major city, millions and millions and millions of people would die. And on top of that, if you have a civil war, external foreign countries would see a window of opportunity. Let's say China says, oh, they're at civil war, let's go invade the USA and take over. Russia would be like, oh, let's go invade the USA and take over, because there's a window of opportunity. The more destabilized a country is, the more you are at risk of being invaded, the more you are at risk of being taken over by another country. They don't show that in the movie. They don't bring that up in the movie. No, they just say, oh, it's just going to be a bunch of guys, soldiers shooting at each other, and then you're going to show the helicopter. No. Who wants to watch this watered down version of what a civil war would be? I don't. I'm just sick of just Hollywood in general. Like, when AI is at the ability of a person like me being able to make Hollywood movies. So I'm gonna use Sora and make my own movie. I'm going to do that. And I guarantee you, when that technology is available, it will be 1,000,000 times better than this. Anything Hollywood has ever come up with in the past 30 years. Okay, I'm telling you, when this technology is available, people are like, oh, well, you never made anything good. You never made a movie. Blah, 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 blah. No. Once this technology is available, I will put everyone to shame. I will make the greatest movie ever, and there will be nothing you can say. And I will post it on this YouTube channel once this technology becomes available. So, yeah, Civil War, it's just dying Hollywood. They're just throwing out ideas. Okay, Civil War, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Oh, this movie looks so boring. So, yeah, what do you guys think? Do you guys think this movie's boring? Do you guys think it's a good idea to make a movie like this? Is it really responsible to release a movie like this during the election year? Do you guys think that's a good idea? Don't you guys think this is actually programming people to get in a warlike mindset before the election season? Predictive programming. Very, very terrible.